Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in. This is our charity challenge. So it's MacComms' second birthday in business this month, and to celebrate we're doing a month-long charity challenge with a different challenge every day, from themed dress-up days to delivering social media and PR training, lots going on. So today we've had a PR clinic here at Entrepreneurial Spark Hub in Leeds, where we've been giving entrepreneurs lots of PR advice to help them grow their business through raising their profile and credibility. Now that people have left the clinic in person, we've got a few remote questions that we're going to answer through the Facebook Live. So we'll start with Sally from Dignity Wear, who's emailed us to say that late in May this year she's launching Dignity Wear, her business, and doing a lot of preparation in advance. It's a very busy time for her now and leading up to the launch, and there's only her to do everything at this stage, which lots of entrepreneurs can relate to, so she needs to have a clear path ahead. So question one is, every penny I have had over the last 6 months has been invested into manufacturers in lieu of launch late May. What is the one thing you would say is essential to do on a minimum budget to get the PR bandwagon rolling? So I think this is really key. The first thing is that it's not rocket science PR. People can do it, but it can be quite time consuming. Obviously, if you are on a budget, then it's important to try to do as much as you can initially. So what I would always advise doing first of all is really to do your research, to identify your key messages and what it is you want to be communicating out there, and to have a look into your key target publications. So who are your prospective customers? Build up a customer profile about them, and then see what sort of things they're reading, and they're the kind of publications you want to be targeting. So once you know that, what these people are reading, whether it's online and offline, where these people are hanging out, to identify sort of social media groups, then you can start building up that media list to target that audience, and then contacting those journalists to build relationships with them and get some exposure in those publications. What you can do initially as well is to build a press pack on yourself and the business. So you want to do it on the sort of managing directors, or if there's more directors in the company, a bit of a bio on them as to the background of the people, why they came to be part of this business, and then a separate company bio as well to talk about the business, its past history, when it was formed, turnover to date, people, numbers of people you've helped, any big client names in there that you can drop in, which is, it's nice background information for the journalist. It's not information that's going to be published, but it helps to give them a good feel for your business and what the kind of things that you could be contributing towards in terms of articles and features. Once you've done that, we would always advise that you have an editorial calendar that you can start to populate. So particularly with something like Sally is having a launch event, you would want to publish information in there in terms of key awareness dates to see, International Women's Day will be huge for a business like Dignity Wear, which is obviously very focused at women. So she wants to plot in those key dates, as well as any seasonal peaks and trends that she knows of in her business. Any press release content, so if you know that you've got a particular client contract, or a new appointment joining, any business growth, anything that you can talk about for particularly Yorkshire business media. They love good positive news stories about businesses in the region that they can showcase, so you can plot that in as press release content, and obviously new stories will pop up as and when things happen in the business. New clients come on board, new contracts are won, new staff come on board, any growth, any business birthdays, anniversaries, any charity work you do, all that is great press content that you can be getting out there. Another thing to do as well is to tap into those key publications that she wants to be in. So I would again presume with Dignity Wear that women are going to be the key focus, so there are lots of women-specific magazines out there that she would be ideal to get involved with. To actually see these publications if they have forward features lists. So this is a list of what editors of these magazines are actually looking for content for the year, and by looking at those lists, it may be that Sally could say, well, they've actually got a piece on health and privacy or dignity, that then she could go to them and say, well, actually I'd be ideal to comment on this because, and then provide a brief synopsis on how she would comment on that particular feature, and to send over the bio on the business to help strengthen her chance of getting into that feature. So these features lists, you can often get them directly on the media's websites. So if you download media packs, the forward features might be part of a media pack. If not, then contact the editors and the editorial assistants to try and obtain that information. Then you can plot those features in that editorial calendar along with the other content I've mentioned, any awards, any key national key conferences, events, trade shows, that sort of thing that's going on in the sector and the region that you could tap into as well, even if it's not going to them themselves, to know that they're going on, to tap into them on social media with things like hashtags around that conference will be ideal for her to really be able to become an expert in that particular industry. And so Sally's second question is, it has been suggested for the exposure and nature of what she has achieved and should be achieving that she sets up a calendar to apply for as many local and national awards as possible. Is there a list or calendar available for this? She's a little bit shy of putting herself out there, but needs must. I would definitely agree any business should be putting themselves forward for awards, particularly as you get more established, but even in the early days there are things like Emerging Entrepreneur Awards. So it's really good to, it helps to build your credibility. If you can call yourself an award-winning business, it gives you that little bit of gravitas that might just help you stand out from one of your competitors. So yes, absolutely go for awards. Really identify which ones you've got particular strengths in. So again, I would suggest that Sally be looking at some women-specific awards, and there's tons of those, from Northern Power Women to Yorkshire Choice Awards to the Yorkshire Women of Achievement Awards. There's lots in the region, and there'll be more national Women in Business Awards as well. We do have a good list of awards, so if Sally or anybody else would like to contact us to find out a little bit more about the kind of awards that we would suggest going for, then please do contact us. You can find out more information over on the MacComms.net website. And yes, good luck, Sally. So another question that we've got is from Gaynor at the Holiday Hack, and she has asked, how can I get into the Lonely Planet magazine? So this is for her travel business, which looks at posting travel deals, and so that's really good that she's identified that the Lonely Planet magazine would be an ideal publication for her to get into. So now that she knows that, she can go and have a look at these forward features lists again, have a look on the website, see if it's in the media packs. If not, it's a case of contacting the editors, the editorial assistants, to build a relationship with them, talk about what she's doing as part of the Holiday Hack, being a start-up business. And the media love homegrown organic startup stories at the moment, entrepreneurs doing exciting things. It's no longer just about the big corporates anymore, so don't be scared to approach these big magazines, and then see again what sort of features they've got coming up. It may well be that they've got the next exciting startup businesses, that they might be looking for the bargain holidays and where to get them from, which would be an ideal place for the Holiday Hack to be showcased. It's obviously got a huge readership on a national magazine and an online blog as well, so that would be a good publication for her to tap into. And don't neglect social media, so things like Twitter is ideal to link into media and bloggers. It's very conversational, and it is acceptable just to message these people directly on Twitter, just send them a tweet and say, we'd love to have a chat, how we could contribute to your magazine. All these magazines need content, so don't be scared and think that you're going to have to pay for advertising, because free of charge editorial is out there. These publications need good content, so if you've got good news stories to talk about, then these publications want to know about it. It's just how you present it to them in the best possible way. Well, there's lots of information over on our website, how to write a press release, how to go about talking to the media, and of course the MacComms team is always on hand if anybody would like any further information. So that's the end of our PR clinic for now. Thank you very much for tuning in, and please do head over to the latest blog post on the MacComms website and have a look on the link to our swoosh pot. We'd really appreciate all donations to the charities that we're trying to support this month, Simon on the Streets and Soft UK. We're really hoping to raise £200, seeing as though it is our second birthday, so please do help us with doing that, and you know where we are if we can help. We're always more than happy to talk PR. Thank you. Bye.